Hi, Pisces. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for October 2025. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in October and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in this reading. And if you would like to see a picture of Max, you hear him snore in a lot of these videos, I have posted a picture of him at the end of this video you might like to check out. So all that being said, Pisces, now on to your October 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have is the Page of Rods, and this is a card that symbolizes a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a sun, moon, or rising sign that is a fire sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Pisces and Aries. This could be somebody that you have got to be linked up with, that you're going to have to either work together on some project or endeavor, or it could be you got matched with them on a dating site and now maybe you want to meet up with them. So it could be one or the other comes up first. This could also be a fire sign person you're already connected to that you feel is trying to keep something from you. They may be keeping a secret from you, or some information that you feel could be helpful or necessary for you to know. So this could be a fire sign person keeping information from you. And that could be somebody you work with. That could be a friend or a family member, but it could also be somebody at a company or business or agency that you need to deal with, that they're withholding certain information from you. It could be in an area of your life like that. This could be somebody that's like looking at you like you need to do more work or you need to do more research. So somebody in your life, this could be a parent or a mentor or a love partner to you, or it could be a boss or, like I said, a professor, a mentor, a teacher that could look at you like, you need to do more work or more research in some area of your life. They could be trying to coax you or motivate you or goad you into doing something that they feel you should be doing. They genuinely like you or care about you, but in some cases, some of you, this fire sign person, may look at you like you're a knucklehead. And that's what my guides say. Now, that doesn't mean you're a knucklehead, but they may feel that way about you at times. Like you're not serious enough, or you're not clued into something enough, or you're too scattered, or, and they could be a little critical of you, or maybe not all the time, maybe only about certain things. You may look at them like they're witty, like they're funny and witty, and you may also look at them like they're very particular and they want things to be a certain way. So you may look at them like they're a little controlling. but that they're definitely got, like, they want things to go a certain way, and they could be imposing that personality traits about that in them, directing it at you. So the card you have next is the Five of Pentacles. This is financial bankruptcy, emotional bankruptcy. This could also be a card symbolizing money could be available to you, but you're not noticing it. It could indicate depression. You could be feeling depressed about something. You may feel like there's something like you need to get your act together where you want to make more money. So you could feel like despair or depressed, or like kind of anxiety about wanting or needing to make more money. There could also be some things that have slipped through the cracks that you needed to attend to or take care of that you didn't, that now slipped through the cracks, and you may now be dealing with the repercussions of that. Maybe there were certain bills or debts or things that you had due that you didn't focus on. You didn't make the payment. You didn't discontinue something that you needed to discontinue that is draining your bank account or something. But there's something that has slipped through the cracks. Maybe there was an account that you let lay dormant, and then they didn't have your right email address or something, and you didn't get the notification that now the money was going to get, I don't want to say taken away from you, but going to a place that now you have to struggle to get it back. Not like they can just reinstate it easily. So it could have to do with something you've let slip through the cracks you needed to attend to, about bills, bill paying, any accounts laying dormant, or maybe some kind of investment that you got a tip on and you didn't follow through on the tip, and it was from a reliable source, and you didn't do it, so you didn't gain the financial gain you could have if you had invested in it. It could be a stock, it could be a property, it could be cryptocurrency, it could even be something else, but it slipped through the cracks in some way. You didn't jump on the opportunity. That could even be if you wanted to get a job or a part-time job or something that would be something about making money and income that you're like, oh, I'll just wait. I won't apply today. I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week. And then bam, the job is no longer available. It could be something like that. You may feel like there's part of your life that you feel is dull or boring or mundane. And it could be a job that you work, a company or business you work for, or it could even be a career that you've chosen. There could be something about a way you make money that and maybe it doesn't have to do with money, but it could be some area of your life you just feel is drab, draining, mundane, too boring, could crop up in your mind or in your emotions this month. So the next card you have is Seven of Cups. This is scattered energy, scattered thinking, scattered emotions. Choose wisely from the illusions around you. You may have difficulty in making a decision at this time. This could also mean you have a lot on your plate, or that a dream could come true for you. I feel like you're on some kind of an emotional merry-go-round, and that some of you may not know what to choose. It may be like, do I stay where I am or do I move? Do I stay at this job or do I get another one? Do I go for this kind of career or job, or do I stick with what I'm in already? Do I go back to school and get more training or another degree or get a certificate in something, or do I not do that? Like, this could be because I get like a merry-go-round of things that you're thinking about. Some of you may not have cared before about wasting time, or maybe some of you have, but I feel like some of you Pisces, sun, moon, or rising sign people may have the feeling that could crop up in you in October, or maybe after, or it could have already cropped up in you of the last month or two, previous months before October, that you're wasting time. Like time has been wasted. And even, you might not even think you wasted the time. You may feel like somebody else wasted your time, or getting some kind of training or schooling was a waste of time, or a job you worked at for a while turned out to be a waste of your time. Like something you could be looking at, or could be multiple things, where you feel like has wasted your time, or you wasted time being involved in them and they didn't work out or pan out for you. That's the vibe here, time wasting. Whether you feel like you did it or you feel like something else did it to you. Some of you may be watching some suspicious activities going on in your neighborhood. It could be at a company or business you work for. It could be at the neighborhood where you live. It could be in the neighborhood of where the business or company you work for is. Because I see you like looking out a window and you're like, that's suspicious behavior. You know, I don't know what you're seeing. It could be like cars parked in weird spots at weird times of day, or people walking down your street like and they look like they aren't from the area. Maybe they're wearing something that makes you suspicious. Like, what are they up to? Are these people like casing the place to rob it, or what? Like there's some suspicious behavior you're watching and out a window. Could be at work, could be in your own home. You could receive some kind of nomination for something, but it could make you feel like, wow, I've got to sacrifice a lot of family time or your own personal fun time. So you could get nominated for something, could even be a job or a raise or a promotion, or it could be to be head of a club or a group or organization, to be the president or the leader. And you may feel like, wow, well, that's great, but now I have to sacrifice. Again, time comes up. It could be sacrificing time. So before I go on to cards number 3 and 4, I just want to let you know that we had 2 eclipses in September that you're being affected by for 6 to 9 months, or even up to a year for some people. And these eclipse effects, I did videos series for both of them. And many people have told me over the years, because I've been doing these for a long time now, that the eclipse videos are often like private readings to them. And remember, you have to give the predictions time to come out. So if you're interested, I did a full moon lunar eclipse. Actually, they're called eclipse effects for the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 7th, 2025, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. And then I did the same format for the second eclipse in September, which was the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo, September 21st, 2025, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. These links are down below in the description box, and they're also on my Patreon shop tab. They're also linked on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. Again, the links are there, and they're also available on Patreon, so you could just click on the Patreon link and go to the Patreon shop and purchase them there. Also, my psychic crystal readings for October 2025 are available for each sign of the zodiac. They are a continuation and an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I do here every month. So if you want to see what my guides had to say for you for this month of October, you may want to check them out. Links down below, and also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, and on my Patreon shop. So you may want to get them there. I want to thank you so much for your purchases of these videos, because it's what keeps this channel alive and going. And I do truly appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. So thank you very much for that. So now on to card number 4 in your reading. You have Ace of Pentacles, and this is the divine blessings of financial abundance coming to you. Could be a raise, could be an inheritance, could be you find money, win money. Sometimes this can also be things of value, and it can also at times mean emotions. Sometimes pentacles can even mean emotions. Some of you, I feel it could be an inheritance. Some of you could be a gift of cash. And I feel like you may do something with this cash, like start a business. Or you could go to school and get another degree or some kind of training or some type of education. So I feel like this money, either somebody's giving it to you through an inheritance, or you're getting it as a gift of cash, but I feel like you will do something with it, like a business or education. Although some of you could win a prize. I do hear winning a prize and getting money. So if you enter into, I don't know if it's the lottery, but it could be some other, contest that, it could be a lottery, that you win money. It could be in gambling, but I hate to say that because I really don't like to encourage gambling. Because the house almost always wins. So this could even come to you in the form of some kind of value, like maybe you rent the place where you live and the owner is going to give you a reduction of rent, or a month where you're like, okay, you don't have to pay rent this month because, we've had plumbers doing work and making noise around the house, or blah, blah, blah. So you don't have to pay your rent this month. It could be something weird like that. So you have to see how it plays out, how this money comes to you, or value, something of value. Some of you, this has success all around it. And somebody could be giving you some kind of opportunity. Now, the opportunity could be a job where you could make money, but it could be some other type of opportunity that could be excessively valuable to you. Maybe somebody's going to take you under their wing, and you could be their apprentice and learn a trade or skill, or, and that has huge value. Maybe they're not paying you, but the value is the learning experience. Or maybe they are paying you, but there's value here in it. Some of you could be simply getting a raise. My guides say it could be you're just earning more. So you have to see how it plays out for you, Pisces, which is good because you had this card show up of 5 of Pentacles. Now you got this card. Maybe it's going to cancel. It cancels this one out, hopefully. So the last card of your reading is the 2 of Swords. And this is a block, a stop, or a stalemate. You could have difficulty in making a decision. This could also indicate you're being protective of yourself. There's emotions tied up here in whatever is going on. Some of you may be in a position where you can't decide where you want to be. And it could have to do with living situation or department that you want to work in in the place where you work, or a job. Like maybe you get more than one job opportunity that shows up and you may be like, I'm not sure where I want to be. Some of you may be trying to find your soulmate. Some of you may be trying to find what feeds your soul. So it could be like a hobby, an interest, a career, because those things could feed your soul. But some of you may be hoping to meet somebody and find who you feel like you really connect with. Soulmate isn't always the right term to use, because soulmate, you might not get along with your soulmate. Soulmate's a weird one, like twin flames, soulmate, they're not always the easiest situation. And you could even be a soulmate with a friend, a relative. Soulmate isn't always romance. But I feel like what my guides are saying here for some of you Pisces, when they say trying to find your soulmate, I do feel they mean romantic partner. But for others of you, it could be something that you're yearning to find that feeds your soul, brings you excitement, entertainment, enriches your life, improves your life. Some of you may feel like you want to be careful about giving out too much personal information or letting people borrow money or stuff from you, because you may feel like you can't win, like you don't get it back. They don't give it back to you. So you may say, I'm not lending my stuff out anymore. Or I'm not giving out my secrets of how I do this or that, or information about myself freely. You may be like, nope, I'm not doing that now. It's like you really care about where your focus lies and where you're putting your time, your effort, and your energy. It's like important to you. Maybe it's always important to you, Pisces, but it seems like this month of October, it's like highlighted and accentuated for you. You could make some decisions and moves and changes that are confusing to other people at this time. So your friends or coworkers or family members or whatever, whomever, may be mystified by some of the things you choose and decide to do this month. And it may only make sense to you. It may not make sense to other people that you deal with. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Pisces to work with, use, or wear in the month of October 2025, you got rose quartz. And rose quartz brings loving vibes. It purifies and opens the heart to promote love, self-love, friendship, deep inner healing, and peace. Rose quartz is a calming stone. It brings comfort in times of grief. And it also is helpful by helping to dispel negative energy and protects against environmental pollution. This is going to make you more open and willing to give and receive love if you're wearing or carrying rose quartz. It's going to build up more like self-confidence in you, like boost your energy, boost your ego. It's going to make you more willing, it's going to open you up to be more willing to be helpful to people. Even though I did get in this card that you may be like, nope, not lending out my stuff, or lending money because they don't pay me back, or I don't get it back, or they take the information and use it, and but it could be helping people in a different way. Like maybe it's going to be open you up more to help people move, or help a relative dig up their garden, or transplant bushes, or helpful by driving one of your relatives or a friend to a doctor's appointments or treatments. Like it could open you up to be helpful in those ways. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. And if you're interested in any of the special video series I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop tab. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. So I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and wonderfully blessed month of October. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.